Your brain is the most complex thing you'll ever own. It holds your stories, your dreams, your creativity, and every emotion that makes you who you are. But here's what few people realize. Your brain isn't fixed. It's constantly rewiring itself, a process called neuroplasticity. Every thought, every experience, every bite of food you take changes how your brain functions. The food you eat today literally becomes tomorrow's thoughts. That's not poetry, it's biology. So instead of asking, how do I stay sharp as I age? Ask this, what am I feeding my mind? Because healing your brain doesn't start in a lab, it starts in your kitchen. Welcome to Healing Good Life. Today, we'll uncover 7 scientifically proven foods that protect your neurons, rebuild focus, and restore memory. Naturally, gently, beautifully. Number 1. Blueberries, the brain's natural shield. They may look small, but inside every blueberry lies a quiet miracle of design. A fruit born of earth and sunlight, painted in the deepest indigo nature could create. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, pigments that give them their rich blue-violet glow. But color in nature is never random. That cool hue is the color of calm, intuition, and healing. It's the shade nature uses when she wants to restore balance. When you eat blueberries, those anthocyanins travel through your bloodstream, cross the blood-brain barrier, a gate that only the most precious nutrients can pass, and begin a subtle work of repair. They neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that form whenever you're stressed, exhausted, or overexposed to toxins. Left unchecked, those radicals chip away at your neurons, dulling memory and slowing thought, like rust creeping over bright metal. Blueberries are the antidote to that rust. Their antioxidants sweep through the mind's pathways, soothing inflammation, improving blood flow, and keeping communication between brain cells clear and strong. In a long-term Harvard study, older adults who ate just 2 servings of blueberries a week showed far slower cognitive decline than those who didn't. Their memories stayed sharper, their focus steadier, as if the aging of their brains had quietly slowed its clock. But beyond data and studies, there's something almost spiritual about this fruit. Each berry carries the memory of sunlight, the rhythm of rain, the patience of growth. When you eat them, you take in more than nutrients. You take in the language of renewal. So tomorrow morning, when you pour your oatmeal or blend your smoothie, pause for a moment. Look at that deep blue color, and remember what it represents. Clarity, peace, protection. Every handful of blueberries you taste is like placing a soft shield around your mind. A daily act of gratitude toward the organ that holds your stories, your creativity, your very sense of self. Feed your brain color, feed it light, and let the quiet power of the blueberry remind you that healing can be delicious, simple, and deeply human. Number 2. Walnuts, nature's blueprint for the mind. If you slice open a walnut and look closely, you'll notice something extraordinary. It looks almost exactly like the human brain. 2 hemispheres, folded grooves, a small stem at the base. It's as if nature left us a quiet clue, a reminder that what heals the body also heals the mind. And science agrees. Walnuts are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, the same type of fat that forms the foundation of your brain's cell membranes. These omega-3s help neurons stay flexible, allowing thoughts to travel faster, connections to grow stronger, and memories to anchor deeper. When your diet lacks omega-3s, the brain's communication slows down, signals weaken, moods fluctuate, and focus fades. But when you feed your mind the right fats, you can almost feel the fog lift. You think clearer, remember better, and feel more at ease inside your own head. In a study from UCLA, people who ate walnuts regularly performed better on tests of memory, reasoning, and concentration. Their brains aged more gracefully, not because of miracle supplements, but because nature had already written the formula for repair. Walnuts also contain vitamin E, folate, and polyphenols, nutrients that calm inflammation and protect brain tissue from oxidative stress. Together, they form what researchers call a neuroprotective symphony, a perfect balance of fats, antioxidants, and minerals that keep the mind strong and steady. Beyond the science, there's quiet beauty in the walnut itself, a food shaped like the organ it heals, carrying wisdom within its form. When you crack open a walnut, you're not just preparing a snack, you're holding a tiny symbol of connection between earth and intelligence, between simplicity and complexity. Add a small handful to your morning yogurt, sprinkle them over salads, or simply enjoy them plain and mindful. Feel their texture. Taste their slight bitterness turning subtly sweet. That's your body receiving medicine disguised as food. One handful a day is enough to begin rewiring clarity and stability. It's a gentle act of restoration, a moment of care that tells your mind, I remember what you need. I'm feeding you peace. Number 3. Turmeric, the golden healer. For over 4,000 years, turmeric has been treasured as a sacred medicine for both body and mind. Its secret lies in a bright golden compound called curcumin, one of the few natural molecules capable of crossing the blood-brain barrier, entering directly into the command center of thought, emotion, and memory. Once inside, curcumin begins a quiet transformation. It reduces inflammation that clouds mental clarity, boosts circulation so that oxygen and nutrients flow more freely to brain cells, and increases levels of BDNF, a remarkable protein the brain uses to grow and repair new neurons. In simple terms, turmeric doesn't just protect the brain, it teaches it how to renew itself. Modern neurologists often refer to curcumin as nature's antidepressant because it naturally raises dopamine and serotonin, the two neurotransmitters responsible for joy, focus, and emotional balance. Unlike artificial stimulants, this lift is gentle, steady, and harmonized with the body's own chemistry. That's why so many traditional healing systems consider turmeric not only a spice, but a symbol of light, a daily ritual of renewal. To unlock turmeric's full potential, it needs companions. Black pepper contains piperine, a natural enhancer that helps your body absorb curcumin up to 20 times better. And healthy fats, like olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado, help curcumin stay in your system long enough to reach the brain. That's why in ancient kitchens, turmeric was almost never used alone. It was always stirred gently in warm milk, golden broth, or fragrant oils. Traditions that carried hidden wisdom long before science gave them names. When you add turmeric to your meal, you're not just seasoning food. You're feeding your brain renewal. You're reminding your body that healing can begin quietly. From warmth, from color, from the golden light of nature itself. Over time, that golden hue does more than brighten your plate. It brightens your thoughts, softens your mood, and whispers to your mind, you are still growing. You are still becoming. Number 4. Dark chocolate, the focus enhancer. Who says healing can't be delicious? Dark chocolate, rich and bittersweet, with at least 70% cacao, is one of the most powerful natural tonics for the brain. Beneath its smooth surface lies a complex network of flavonoids, plant compounds that improve circulation, enhance oxygen flow, and protect the neurons responsible for learning and memory. These flavonoids work directly in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, where new information is processed and stored. Better blood flow means more energy, more clarity, and sharper focus. A study published in Frontiers in Nutrition revealed that just 30 minutes after eating dark chocolate, Participants showed measurable improvements in attention, reaction time, and cognitive performance. Their minds became clearer, more alert, and yet surprisingly calm. A rare combination that makes chocolate such a unique kind of medicine. Beyond its brain-boosting science, dark chocolate also stimulates endorphins and serotonin, the natural feel-good chemicals that lift mood and ease tension. This is why a small piece can turn frustration into focus and stress into stillness. It's not about indulgence. It's about chemistry and balance, the kind of harmony that your brain recognizes instantly. The key, however, is quality over quantity. Choose chocolate that's pure, dark, and minimally processed. Not the sugary bars filled with additives. Just 2 small squares a day are enough to give your mind the perfect equilibrium of energy and peace. Next time you reach that mid-afternoon slump or need a burst of concentration, skip the extra coffee. Break a piece of dark chocolate instead. Let it melt slowly on your tongue. Notice the subtle bitterness turning soft and warm. That's nature's version of mindfulness. Sweetness that awakens, rather than overstimulates. In its quiet way, dark chocolate reminds us that not all healing must taste bitter. Sometimes it tastes beautifully, profoundly human. A small pleasure that nourishes both the heart and the mind. Number 5. Green tea, calm energy for the mind. In the East, green tea has never been just a drink. It is a ritual of mindfulness, a moment of stillness poured into a cup. Every culture that embraced it, from Japan to China to Korea, understood that the act of preparing tea is as healing as drinking it. Green tea does contain caffeine, but it's balanced by an amino acid called L-theanine, which promotes calm alertness. Together, they form a unique harmony that scientists describe as focused serenity, the same brainwave pattern experienced during meditation. Instead of a spike of energy followed by a crash, you receive a steady flow of clarity, focus, and calm. Inside your brain, this combination gently tunes the nervous system. Caffeine wakes up the prefrontal cortex, sharpening thought and attention, while L-theanine increases alpha brainwaves, the rhythm of peaceful awareness. You become awake but unhurried, present but not restless. That's why monks in ancient temples often drank green tea before meditation, to stay centered, alert, and spiritually awake. Modern research supports what tradition has long known. A 2020 study from Singapore found that older adults who drank green tea regularly performed better on memory and attention tests and showed greater emotional stability. The polyphenols and catechins in green tea also protect neurons from oxidative stress and heavy metal buildup, 2 silent culprits behind neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. In a world that runs on overstimulation, green tea is the antidote. Each sip tells your nervous system to slow down, to breathe, to return to balance. It is nature's way of saying that energy and peace are not opposites, they are partners. So the next time you pour a cup, don't rush it. Watch the steam rise. Feel the warmth against your hands. Let the gentle aroma remind you that your mind doesn't need to chase calm. It can drink it, one mindful sip at a time. Number 6. Avocado, the brain's energy source. Your brain is the hungriest organ in your entire body. It makes up only 2% of your weight, yet it consumes nearly 20% of your daily energy. To function clearly, it needs constant nourishment, and not from sugar or caffeine, but from healthy fats that keep its delicate circuits running smoothly. Among all foods, few deliver this kind of pure, stable energy like the avocado. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy oils found in olive oil, which improve blood flow to the brain and help neurons communicate efficiently. These fats strengthen the protective coating around nerve cells, allowing messages to travel quickly and cleanly. The result is sharper focus, steadier mood, and better memory retention. They also contain vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that shields the brain from oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of cognitive decline. But the healing power of avocado doesn't stop there. This fruit is also high in lutein, a carotenoid that accumulates in brain tissue and supports learning and processing speed. A study from the University of Illinois found that people with higher lutein levels performed better on tests of attention and memory, proof that this simple fruit feeds not only the body, but also the mind's agility. What makes avocado special is its stability. Unlike the quick bursts of energy that come from sugar or refined carbs, the fats in avocado release energy slowly, keeping your brain alert and fueled throughout the day without the crash. It balances blood sugar, reduces inflammation, and supports a calm, sustained rhythm of thinking. The kind of mental energy that feels both powerful and peaceful. To invite this energy into your day, add a few slices of avocado to your breakfast toast. Blend it into a smoothie, or pair it with dark leafy greens for lunch. Its creamy texture and subtle flavor carry a quiet richness. Nourishment that feels like comfort and renewal at the same time. Each bite reminds you that true vitality doesn't come from stimulation, but from balance. When you feed your brain what it truly needs, steady fuel, good fats, gentle antioxidants, you're not just keeping it alive, you're teaching it how to thrive. The avocado is a reminder that energy can be calm and healing can be simple. Number 7. Leafy Greens, the age defenders. If there's one group of foods that quietly defies aging, it's leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard may seem humble, but inside those deep green leaves lies a pharmacy designed by nature. They're packed with vitamin K, folate, beta-carotene, and lutein, nutrients that protect your neurons and preserve the pathways that make thinking, learning, and remembering possible. In a long-term study from Rush University in Chicago, adults who ate just one serving of leafy greens each day showed cognitive abilities equivalent to being 11 years younger than those who rarely ate them. 11 years, reclaimed through color, fiber, and light. Scientists believe this happens because these greens reduce homocysteine, an amino acid that, when too high, damages blood vessels and interferes with the brain's communication network. By lowering it naturally, leafy greens keep your brain's tiny highways clear, flexible, and full of oxygen. But beyond the science, there's something spiritual about green foods. Green is the color of renewal, balance, and harmony. The color of growth itself. When we eat greens, we take in chlorophyll, the pigment that captures sunlight and turns it into life. In a way, we're consuming light in a solid form, a direct translation of energy from the sun to our cells. It's no wonder that after a meal rich in greens, the body feels lighter, the mind feels clearer, and even emotions seem calmer. Each leaf carries the memory of the earth and the rhythm of seasons. It teaches us that healing doesn't need to be loud or fast. It can be slow, steady, and full of grace. A bowl of spinach or a handful of kale might look simple, but within it is the intelligence of nature, refined over millions of years to support ours. So add greens to your meals, not as a duty, but as a daily act of gratitude. Let their quiet energy remind you that youthfulness is not just a matter of age. It's a reflection of how alive your cells feel, how nourished your brain becomes, and how open your heart remains to renewal. Leafy greens are more than food. They are living proof that life, when tended with care, keeps finding ways to begin again. Your brain is not fixed, and it is not fragile. It is a living garden, constantly pruning, growing, and renewing itself. Every experience you have, every thought you nurture, and every bite of food you choose becomes part of that renewal. The power to heal, to rebuild focus and memory is already inside you. You only need to give your body the tools it understands best: nourishment, stillness, and love. Blueberries protect your neurons like gentle armor, guarding your memories from the slow rust of time. Walnuts rebuild the very architecture of thought, feeding your mind the oils that keep it flexible and alive. Turmeric brings golden light into dark places, reducing inflammation and awakening new growth. Dark chocolate sharpens focus while soothing the heart, proving that healing can also be joy. Green tea balances energy with calm, teaching your mind that serenity and alertness can exist together. Avocado fuels the brain's rhythm with steady, peaceful energy. And leafy greens, the color of life itself, slow the aging of your mind, connecting you to the cycle of renewal that never ends. Each of these foods is a reminder that healing doesn't have to be complicated or clinical. It can be natural, beautiful, and deeply human. The same way the brain learns to adapt, it also learns to forgive, to rest, to rebuild. Every meal can be a quiet act of devotion, a way of saying to yourself, I am still growing. I am still becoming. So as you end this video, take a breath and remember, your brain can heal. It listens to what you feed it, what you think, and how you live. Choose foods that bring light. Choose thoughts that bring peace. Choose habits that bring balance. Because the quality of your mind is the reflection of the care you give it. This is Healing Good Life, where science meets the soul of nourishment, and where every day is another chance to heal from within. Until next time, take care of your body, honor your mind, and feed your life with goodness.